Hey guys, Kay here. Welcome to the channel. Today we're doing Let's Play Humankind, Episode 1. This is typically how I set up my game. I'm always on endless pace. I was a huge Civilization 6 and 5 player, and I don't know, endless just gives me the time that I need. So it's probably going to be a long Let's Play series, but there's nothing more disappointing than, being close to a science victory and then all of a sudden the turns are over. It's soul crushing. So we are going to do a normal world. I thought we'd start with 6 competitors for this one, and just a normal difficulty. Don't want to do my first Let's Play and get crushed either. So let's start with this. I also like doing random for my enemies. I always think that's kind of fun. And if this is your first intro to Humankind, I'm gonna let the what do you call them? The little cutscenes. I'm gonna let them run through so you can see them. If it ever loads. Speaking of auto explore, I do like that. If you have a lot of armies, it's handy to get the gray out of the map, have them explore on their own.
Our universe contains infinite stories, most of which are about rocks and ice at sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turn. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together, and things start to get interesting and a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother. Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will you push humankind? Here is where it begins. The future that you carve through force of will and a bit of luck, out of the raw stuff of planet Earth. Alliances and enemies, wealth and danger, power and penury. May you leave the greatest mark.
Alright, let's push humankind. So there's 3 ways that you can move on to the next era. You can either have 10 population, which you can get by certain scenarios, by claiming food. The other is science, so you can run over, and I'll show you all this, but you can run over certain scientific areas, and that will give you these science stars and science to use as well in your research. And then the other is to hunt 10 animal units, which you'll find around the map. Alright. So, we're just gonna do some exploring. Let's get some food here.
I'm on it.
You can see the resources spread out around the map. Those start to open up for you to farm as soon as you research the proper technologies. We're going to head over and get some more food. see, we'll get our next population when we hit 40 food. And the turn. Influence becomes really handy later. It's absolutely necessary for outposts and cities
This way.
to construct them.
Yes.
I'm not seeing any animals. We'll keep looking around. I don't think I've picked up a single science either. Mm-mm. Ooh. Who are we meeting? Oh, they didn't really want to meet us. Oh, these are fun. So these are different scenarios, and each choice you have will have a consequence. I mean, it can be good too, but so this one will give me 1 combat strength. This will give 20 influence, and this will give food. So food is the only thing I'm finding, so I might as well keep that going, because this will get me another unit here. Ooh, accidentally separated them. You can separate them, but they're stronger together, obviously, so I want to keep them together for now. Oh yes, our first science. There's the folks. I don't know. Do we want to fight them? We're only 1 point stronger. We are on higher ground, so that does make a difference. I'll show you the battle semantics later, or you'll see it. Obviously, you already play, you know, but if you're on higher ground, you have the advantage when in battle. Oh, there's a science. Sure. Oh, dang, you can't pass through there. Let's keep going this way. Just looking at the map here. We need more influence to claim territory.
This way.
I'm probably going to think ahead here and choose to plant it. I do like science-based victories in games. That's just me, so I kind of like that this will take a percentage off of the research that's to come. This is one rocky map. Good for strategic defense, though. Resources are pretty sparse. Over here, let's see. Oh, it didn't say that we met that other empire.
Yes.
Normally there's more excitement. Ooh, let's go pick up that science. Oh, they already settled. Now I'm feeling competitive. I want to settle. Ooh, look at them stats. Maybe I want that area. Let's do it. It's been kind of boring so far, so let's spice it up a little bit. Oh, they're running. Some movement shifts there. I'm not feeling as confident as I was before. Okay, so I know I said I like the science-based, and I really do, but it would be super helpful to have these refugees, because then I think I could take this settlement for myself. So I'm going to go against what I said earlier, just for right now.
Fire be with us.
Oh,
Time to see what happens when foreign cultures get together and decide to murder
that's
each
disappointing. They didn't even really take a minute to discuss. They just ran. There was no discussion. Okay, they're talking about trade. I don't know what. Oh, this. You know, I have to be honest. I think this might be a new feature since I've played. I'm not really sure about this. Makes sense. I didn't think I had any trade relays though, but well, that'll be something we learn together, or maybe you know, which feel free to drop a comment about more about what that means. I want this settlement though. Where are you going? Where are you going? Fight me. That's right. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Do you think they'll run? Let's see.
For our young.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? That's enough. That's enough. We are going to ransack this. And that will take a couple of turns. Okay, 2 turns. Oh, I gotta click the tile. Duh. There we go. Alright. Oh, now they're gonna come. Why now? Alright, so we're gonna... You can do instant resolution. It's not my favorite. Obviously, as it said, I am the stronger, but I just like to be able to place my units. Here it doesn't super matter because I think they're gonna have the higher ground either way, but I just have more units. So we're gonna place this guy there, and we'll have kind of the reserve back here. So end deployment. It's gonna do... Yeah, I think I can move up here, which gets me a little bit higher. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move this guy here. Oops. Okay. Think. Nice. And so it just shows you just the battle statistics and summary. We got another scenario here. I'm going to go with the science. I don't really need the land movement at the moment since I'm trying to set up my first outpost. Are they coming at me again? What's the difference? Why didn't you just fight me before? That's fine. We're gonna do it. Let's get our stronger, or our unit that has... Yeah, let's switch these out so it goes, you know, more health to less health. Can I get up here? No. We might lose a unit. I might, you know what? I probably should have them come to me. That would have been a smarter choice. Yeah, let's get them, let's try to get them to where they have to come down to us. I don't know, they might win this one. That is no bueno. Okay, let's
It's quiet.
this poor little guy. Let's let him heal. Or gal, whichever. Either way, they need to heal. Alright, so looks like this unknown player has been trading a good amount. Let's try to pick up these sciences too when I'm healed, because at this point I may be the last civilization to reach the ancient era, but we shall see. Okay, this is a tough one. Every time I've picked the welcome them, I've had negative consequences. They have the plague, and so I'm hesitant to do that. But I really need another unit after those battles. So I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna chance it because they can also pick up the science that I really need at the moment. We just got a game full of merchants. And then we just have the warmonger over here. And not even really a successful one. Alright, let's chance it. Let's go over there. I kind of want them to stick close together for now. So I'm going to bring this guy back. Maybe he can hunt this deer. Or pick up the food. Pick up this food, actually. That's closer. No, change. There we go. Alright. Because I got some building up to do here. You see it's going to take 9 turns to ransack this outpost that they had created, so I'm just gonna kind of mosey along. We don't have an outpost yet. When you zoom out, you can see that it's got this hatch on it because it isn't the outpost. They had put the foundation down for it, but it isn't officially created, which is why I'm able. I mean, you can ransack outposts in cities too. Or attack cities, excuse me. I think that's the proper term. Alright, so we're gonna fight this deer. Not really a fair fight, but yeah. We get some food and some influence for it. Let's go for the influence. The fierce would be useful if, if these folks want to come back and get revenge, but I'm gonna chance it for now. Okay, so something happened with them. I must have accidentally clicked off, so I gotta get their move action back onto ransack here. Let's go get the science. Science and influence. Okay. I think this is true. Feel free to drop comment if it's not, but I think he's healing, even though I'm still able to move around this area. And I think that's true later on in the game, as long as you're in your territory, which, if that is true, that's interesting, because in Civ, you had to specifically hit the heal button and then you couldn't move. And that could be, kind of not great at times. So, all right, look at this. We got a knowledge star. So there's a lot happening on the screen. Shows you, we got 1 out of 10. We only hunt that one deer. You got the growth star, which I did have 3 population, but then we had that battle. So now they have these deeds too, which will give you fame. I don't think I mentioned this, but fame is what wins the game. So even if you are the first person to do all the science tasks, like go to Mars and all that, even if you complete that and the game ends, if you don't have the most amount of fame, you're still going to lose. And so that's just something interesting that's different from Civilization as well. All right, so now we can look at the cultures. And you can see there's 6 eras. And so we were in the ancient, so now, which is like the pre-era, but now we're going into number 1. It's also interesting to note that you can wait. So yes, we've gotten to the point where we can choose one, but we don't have to. You can keep trying to earn other stars. The thing with me is I am I am the last one though. So I kind of want to catch up. I'm feeling a little behind. So this is super fun because they've added, I did buy the recent DLC, so I'm seeing these new cultures that I haven't had a choice to see before, which is really cool. And this kind of tells you each civilization has a specific army unit that's special to them, and you can look at their stats as well as you can kind of see their weaknesses. Some of them will show their weaknesses too. It also tells you what you need to research in order to get them. They also have special districts. I think, yeah, districts. So this one, this is more of a food district, but you also get influence. Aesthete, yeah, that's what. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Excuse me if I'm not. Aesthete, I don't know. So this is more of a influence-based civilization. Okay, then we've got expansionist. So these are all related to there's several categories, which I'll show you after I select a civilization. I don't really know. Maybe we should do expansionist. I like that this. I always struggle with food later on in the game. I don't know what it is. So that might actually be better. You've got industry or production. They call them builder. I do still use some civilization terms. I was a huge civilization player, so excuse the crossover. Sumerians. Oh, diplomat. That's new. Well, new to me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try one of the new ones. Let's try the Bantus. I kinda like that. Let's give it a try. Ooh, I don't know about that outfit. Dang. Scandalous. Alright. Yep, let's go with them. So that's going to take into effect next turn. Or when the turn ends. Well, you know what I said at the beginning. Let's be renowned as charmers. Let's get the science. Alright, here's another.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. The Bantu move fast, farm well, and make friends wherever they go. Perhaps the market.
Alright, okay, so the Mycenaeans, that's who we, I believe that's who we are taking their outpost. Sorry about that. Not really though. Alright, let's go to the Empire screen. So this is what I was talking about earlier. To get to the next era, you collect 7 stars, and there are several different categories that you can collect stars in. And certain civilizations that are better or have more perks toward a star category, and they also earn more fame, I believe, when you, yeah, right here, 50 more fame per star when you get a star in that category. So because I'm an expansionist civilization, when I get an expansionist star, it's better for me because I get more fame. So that's kind of what I'm going to be working toward. I found the expansionist, especially at the beginning, is a bit easier. So, and I don't know. I love seeing that I get a star. The gratification is incredible. So let's go for that. But just to go over it, there's militaristic, so those are all about destroying military units. You've got the scientist, so obtain 4 technologies, the merchant, agrarian, the builder stars, so that's all going to be about constructing your districts. The athlete stars, so that's the influence I was talking about, which are used to do outposts in cities, among other things. So I gotta be honest with you, the diplomat I haven't played with, so that's new to me. So that's gonna be a learning experience in this series. All right. So who else are we? I think we are. We've only met the Mycenaeans. Committed and wary. Okay, so each leader has 2. They say personality traits, and they've got strengths, and they also have biases. Oh dang! So she keeps her first culture for the whole game, which you can choose to do. You don't have to choose a new culture. You can stay with it. I hadn't actually seen that one. Okay, so these are her strengths. All about the influence. Okay, well that's better than traitorous. I know that's a trait. Better than traitorous. Okay, we'll leave her be for now. How many turns? My goodness, it's taking forever, isn't it? What does this mean? I don't know. I'm trying to see if we can hesitate going to explore. That's going to be our first outpost. So I don't know if I want to spend the influence to create a different one just yet. But I also think it would be good to get established. It's just not a heck of a lot of resources. Okay. Well, again, I haven't played with this, so that would be good to build. Pretty sure you would need a district or an outpost at least, not a district. Oh, oh no. I need more units. Well, let's go there. I guess we'll just keep moving around. We only have 2 units at the moment. Ooh, love that. Alright. It's like they heard me. Here, Kristen, have another unit. I thought my character looked like a Kristen to me, so. Why won't you join? You have enough space. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, but you can create an outpost. Yeah, let's do that. Let's kind of nestle it right here. I don't know if that's the best spot. But there are some resources around. And then I'll have this down here eventually too. So yeah, let's here it shows you what the benefit is. I mean, because it's so hilly here and mountainous, I do have a good amount of industry. Not as much food as I'd like to see, really, unless I get over here. But I think I am gonna go for right there. So this is where I am gonna do the auto explore for her. Is it a her? Him. Okay. Alright. Created our first outpost. Which does take some turns, so that will be a little bit. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's not nailed down.
Successfully ransacked. I like it. But now they're upset with me. I mean, I'd be upset too, but. So they're asking that we pay 100. And, I mean,
I have no words.
Even if I didn't want her as my enemy, and I'm not necessarily looking for enemies, though I guess that's contradictory because I attacked her first. No, wait, no. Oh yeah, I did, but they ran away. So I'm gonna refuse. It does give her war support, and as she gets high enough, she can declare war on me. I believe there's some other situations where she can do that as well without getting up there, possibly. But I'm gonna refuse because I don't have it, and I don't care enough to do that. So she withdrew them.
Was hasty. My demands are withdrawn.
Ah, my favorite words. They weren't so hard.
And they get a little snarky. See, a little snarkiness happening. Okay. So I am unable to create an outpost with these folks. So what I'm going to do is I don't see anyone just yet, so I don't know if I need to guard this. So I'm going to come down here and try to create another outpost with this unit. And I want to join these two together so they're just a little bit stronger, but I'm going to stop here first. You know, get the goodies along the way. Alright, so I want him to come down here. We did get 40 food and 43 coins. 43 money from that ransack. I guess I could try to meet her halfway. I keep saying, I mean, I just imagine that I have a female army, which would be so cool. Like, there's just a bunch of these female warriors. It's awesome. Okay. Let's pick up again. Don't miss the goodies. Pick up the goodies on the way. We're making all the stops on this little trip here. Got 3 more turns for that. So this first episode is, I want to try to stick to around 30 to 40 minute episodes. This one might run a little bit longer. I want to get these 2 outposts established before ending episode 1. Okay, do we have enough influence? Oh, I like that. That's not bad. And we're kind of tucked in here. This would be kind of hard to attack, I feel like. So we're gonna format that. We're gonna keep making our way down here. Ooh, that's kind of that's a big diversion. Eh, can't resist the goodies. We're gonna get the goodies. See, look at that. 15 signs and 10 influence. Totally worth the little side trip there. Okay. So it looks like I want to create. Okay, I can create my first city now. The first one doesn't cost any influence, but now I'm curious whether I want to do my first city here or if I want it up here. I feel like there's more resources up here, but there may be more. I don't know. Well, this one has to be created, so let's give it a couple more turns. I have a couple more turns for it. I have to decide. I'll talk about that in a minute. Ooh, lucky. Clicked right on a goodie tile. Why don't you just stay in the middle right there, you know? You can kind of like Civilization, you can skip just one turn, or you can station them. And I'm probably going to station him right in between the 2. He's my only warrior, and I've got these 2 locations that I want to have semi-protected. Ooh, look at this. First urge is just to go down there and ransack them, but I'm trying to keep some semblance of peace. I think I already ticked her off, so let's give that a little bit of time. Let the wounds heal. Alright, look at this. Look at all of these pioneers. Okay. Probably gonna have them explore, auto-explore for now. And I don't know what's happening.
I know. You're hoping this is the beginning of something very, very big.
The voice cut out for a minute. That's been happening through this episode. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, see, here we go. Now we can found our first city, and we want to. So, I am leaning. I think this is going to be my city.
A first city constructed. Walls, roofs, an outhouse. Ah, the luxuries of civilization.
50 turns? Okay, no. Diplomacy is not that important to me right now. We're not doing 50 turns. Let's get... See, up here we can kind of see what we're looking at. And it kind of shows you where, especially, keep an eye on your food. And the thing, the thing for me is keep an eye on your stability and your food. Because if your stability goes low enough, you can have revolts and things like that. So you don't want your people to starve either. So ideally you would like them to not starve. Okay, so this is what I was looking at earlier. Because I have a city now, sure, this can turn into another city, but you can see up here that you do have a city cap, and if you have more than your cap, which can happen in a number of different circumstances, whether you're in a war and you take a city, then it's going to be a huge strain on your resources, both influence and money. So you want to be careful with that. But you can attach them. And up here, you know, when I look at here, I do want to attach because I am an expansionist. So that will help me get fame points and stars. And I'm just saying, I don't really like being in fourth. So I'm thinking that we need to attach this when we have enough influence. But I mean, it does cost. Yeah, so in this case, we'll need 60. But let's finish out our turn, and then I think I'm going to end the episode after this turn. So let's see. Let's start with the farmer's quarters. Here it'll give you the ideal, and you can see that, you know, that's true. Here we'd lose 2 industry, we'd lose 1 industry. We don't really want to be losing industry right now. Especially so early on. So we're gonna put it here. It's normal to lose stability whenever you build a new district, unless it's, I think there's some maybe that don't. I don't remember which ones they are. But we don't really, that will happen. And you can see you can buy it out. Obviously, we do not have $249 or money, so we're not going to do that. But now, which I'm very excited for, ooh, this only takes 1 turn. Let's do that. We can get our science started. Well, I'm gonna end the turn here though. Next episode we'll continue on in this first era, and we will hopefully attach this outpost and explore the world more, get some more units, get some more districts built, get some more of those expansionist stars. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you for the next episode.